Phil Swift.
Holy look at all this damage!
You know him. I know him.
That's a lot of damage!
Another meme hero that just keeps on giving. Phil has brought us many different memes over the years, and to this day the old Flex Seal company and host still are bringing us fresh, tasty, sticky memes.
The super strong waterproof tape!
So in this episode of Meme Files, I'm going to look into the vast memeverse that is Phil Swift and the Flex Seal company. Now if you don't know who Phil is, he is the face of the Flex Seal adverts, which have become memes in themselves. They are outrageously over dramatic.
Now that's a lot of damage!
And Phil does like to throw in a few innuendos here and there.
Flex paste penetrates deep.
He's got a rather filthy mouth.
You can spread it.
A rather suggestive way of putting things.
Super thick.
So, Phil and these companies have been making these adverts for a long time, and they're all pretty crazy, but it didn't become a meme really until in 2017 when JonTron made a legendary YouTube video on it that now to this day has over 51 million views.
It even works underwater.
You still left the other one, Phil! You've done half a job and you got a full smile.
That was the moment in time that Phil went from being a charismatic, over-the-top marketing presenter to a living meme.
Flex tape is super strong.
Flex tape ain't super strong, Phil. You're super strong.
Most of the memes and most of this comes out of those adverts that the Flex Seal company make. And here's a couple of notable adverts. The video of Phil Swift causing a lot of damage to the bucket with a chainsaw and a knife.
That's a lot of damage.
I think this was really the original meme. That's a lot of damage meme.
No, that's a lot of damage.
And this Flex tape, the legendary iconic advert.
I sawed this boat in half and repaired it with only Flex tape.
And there's the Flex tape clear ad.
I cut a giant hole in another boat and repaired it with only Flex tape clear.
There's the Flex glue ad.
Nobody would be crazy enough to build a boat out of glass. But I would. Flex glue's powerful adhesive hold the entire glass boat together.
There's the Flex paste ad.
I took this chicken wire and created the world's first Flex paste rubber boat.
So after JonTron's video, what happened is a load of news outlets and mainstream media picked it up and started doing normie memes on it themselves on their shows and trying to recreate the whole bucket thing where they put Flex Seal in the bottom of a bucket with holes in and have funny times together. But I think one of my favourite memes of these videos on YouTube has got to be Flying Kitty's edits. Now, if you don't know who Flying Kitty is, he's a YouTuber who does crazy edits.
It's perfect for sex. That's a tight, but Flex tape cuts super wide. Yeah, have it a little more.
There's a lot of videos and coverage of Phil and Flex tape and Flex Seal on the internet. As for memes themselves, there's a couple of notable examples of memes that have been born from Phil Swift and his company, and here's a couple of those. You've got the That's a Lot of Damage meme, which I think was like the original one.
No, that's a lot of damage.
That inspired a lot of intellectual creators on the internet.
Let it dry. Once it's dry, let it dry. And as you do it, it'll dry. That was a lot of fun again. If you test it and there's still a little leak, you may need to let it dry.
And then more recently you've got slapping on Flex tape. This kind of had a resurgence using that clip of when Phil Swift slaps on that Flex tape to fill that hole, that stop that seepage. Another more notable one is a sign that I think was held up at maybe a wrestling match or some kind of thing where there's a crowd where it said Flex tape can't fix that. That became a little bit of a meme template in itself. There's been a fairly recent advert for Flex paste that has inspired some memes as well. Similar format to the slapping on the Flex tape meme. Same thing, just with Flex paste, spreading it over the hole rather than slapping it on. But as well as these memes and these meme templates that have come out of the adverts, Phil Swift himself has kind kind of embraced the role.
Come to me, my child.
JonTron did a second follow-up video, the Flexin' In, where Phil Swift actually featured himself as the meme lord Phil Swift.
Where am I? Am I dead? Is this heaven?
No, John. It's not heaven. It's better. It's the flex world, where everything as far as the eye can see is made of liquid rubber. In a can!
He was full meme lord in that video.
I brought you here to show you my greatest creation yet.
Since then, he's put out multiple videos on social media that have become little memes in themselves. There's one where he's on a plane and he looks out a window.
Yo, what's up, Flex fans? Looks like we're off to the West Coast to find some more leaks. Let's see what we can find. Sweet. Alright, be back later. Flex on. Let's see what we can find. Sweet. Let's see what we can find.
Hey, bro, watch your jet. Watch your jet, bro. Watch your jet.
Let's see what we can find. Sweet.
The fuck you say to me, you little
There's one where he's introducing his new green screen, but it's actually blue.
Yo, what's up, Flex fans? We're gonna check out the new green screen. It's awesome. I think you're gonna love it. What? It's blue, not green. What? Oh well, let's do some blue screen. What's up, Flex fans? We're gonna check out the new green screen. It's awesome. I think you're gonna love it. What? What's up, Flex fans? We're gonna check out the new green screen. It's awesome.
Game was rigged from the
I think
start.
you're gonna love it. What?
And there's one where he tells people that you can't eat the Flex Seal line of products.
Some people think they can eat the Flex Seal family of products. You can. Don't eat them. Don't ingest them in any shape or form. They're not to be eaten.
Because they're not food. So the man embraced the memes, and as you can see through the multiple clips and images that I've been showing, I will show through this video, it's inspired a lot, and it's moved a lot of souls and hearts. So who is the man behind the meme? Who is Phil Swift? Well, I looked it up a little bit, and then I looked on his wiki, and pretty quickly I realized that this might not be the best source of information for Phil Swift. I'll show you what I mean now. Phil Swift is the spokesman for the Flex Seal family of products. He has an energetic personality and people genuinely agree that he's very likable. I can't argue with that. I was like, oh good, you know, we've got some information here. So I went and looked into the history section of Phil Swift. Phil Swift was born in the heart of a dying star in the Andromeda Galaxy during the creation of the Milky Way. The dense elements he was born in gave him titanium hard muscles. That is probably when I realized that I don't think this is an accurate representation of information based on Phil Swift. But the more I researched and the more I looked into Phil Swift, the more I realized he is a bit of an enigma, a bit of a question mark over that man. I feel like there's more to Phil Swift. He has a brother, I think, who works in the same company with him but hasn't appeared on commercials. But other than that, there's not a lot of information out there, other than he likes sticky things.
Even this heavy brick is gonna stick.
So what are my thoughts on Phil Swift and the Flex Seal line of product commercials? It's obviously overly commercial, it's an advert. It's all to sell something, it's all to promote something. But the thing is, they really did embrace the meme. They went hard at it. He used it, and then they had the Flex Tape ad, but they just made more and more crazy ads. They got crazier. A couple weeks ago, they released another one for Flex Paste, I think, which has become a meme in itself. And they've played the meme game well, which is quite hard to do, I think. There's a fine line. And I think Phil Swift has landed on the right side of that balance. I think he is a living meme lord. He's still putting out these crazy ads that become memes. He's still embracing it, winning the game. I do feel like they're just kind of re-releasing the same products with new ads or with different colours, but it works. You know, he's a meme, but I want to kind of buy some Flex Paste. I want to get the Flex Tape. And I bet there is a big proportion of people who got Flex Tape just for the meme. And the fact that Phil collabed with JonTron means that he was willing to embrace the meme, was very clearly loving his new role as the meme lord. So let me know what your favorite Phil Swift moment or meme is in the comments below. Let me know what other things you want me to look into in meme files in the comments below. And I am streaming a lot on Twitch right now. My link will be on the screen. Come and join me, come and follow. It's like every other day at the moment. Sometimes we goof around, play some songs, we just goof around. Sometimes we play some games. Sometimes I make some music live on stream. Come and join me, and remember, I don't know, something funny and relevant about Phil Swift and Flex Tape. Bye.